Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. A little bit cloudy, threatening to start raining maybe around 10 o'clock this morning. So that means if I want to get out for a ride today, I better do it early. Here we go. We're ready for you-know-who. Now, one of the viewers asked me, are these reusable? And they are, as long as you use them for something to apply, like if I use them to apply the Instaset here, which will completely evaporate, and then it will leave these so that you can use them again. I don't know how many times you could reuse it. But if you were to use these to apply CA glue, they're just, after the CA glue cures inside the swab here, I'll try and put a link in the description. I call these Gabe's swabs because a fellow by the name of Gabe, who was here, I think he gave me these about 3 years ago when he came. He got me onto these. Other people have been mentioning them as well. They're you can get them from Amazon. I'll put the link down below. Mark in Australia, Aussie Frenchman, he was wondering. He said he was confused because photo etch D32 and D35, he couldn't figure out how they went, but that's because it's a drawing, and you're looking at the little part edge on instead of the profile. So you're just seeing the edge of it, and it looks like something straight up and down, like a needle or something, but it's not. In fact, number 32 is already on. I think 32 was the second one we put on here, and it would be the second one from the right, going around that way. That's 32. It's on. So that's the problem there. But yeah, you look at the drawing, and that's confusing. However, I think what I'm going to do this morning is I'm just going to push stop, and I'm going to get the last 10 pieces on. I videoed in great detail yesterday, putting on the first 5, and I'm going to just quickly try and get it done so that we can move over. I guess probably the ladder would be our next best bet, and that ladder has to be folded. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Then I guess we got our antenna, but there's other things I want to do today, like get out for a little quick ride, and what do I want to remember? Somebody asked me something and I forgot. I'll probably think of it and I'll mention it later. And yes, these ice cube trays are just really handy. My problem is I keep forgetting to use them. But for really small stuff, you can't beat them. They don't take up a lot of room. If I had 15 tuna fish tins here on the table, it would have been taking up a lot of room. This is a lot better. I have 4 of these, by the way. They came in a set of 4. Got them off Amazon. Can't remember how much they cost, but they're dirt cheap. Okay. I think we're about ready to start whatever it is I'm going to do. I have this feeling like I wanted to tell you something, and I can't remember what it was. Well, like I said before, I'll probably think of it later on. I'm just going to press stop here, and I'm sorry this is kind of a gimpy opening. It's a little bit like I don't know what I'm doing, and the truth is I kind of don't. Anyway. Okay. A bunch of stuff has happened here this morning, including I went out for my ride. I was out for about 20 minutes, I guess, maybe more, I don't know. However, I thought I got back early enough to be here before Missy the dog went out for her walk. But here it is, it's 10:26 and no Missy, so it's possible she went out for her walk when I was gone. In which case, we might not be having a Missy the dog today. We'll see what happens. And I don't want to be phoning next door to see if the dog is coming or not, but yeah, that'd be too bad. I particularly tried to get out there and get it over with before she got back, but anyway, I think what I'm going to do here is, as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to go ahead and work at these pieces quickly off camera. There's 10 more to put on. I'm guessing I should be able to do it in less than an hour. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Gate up, and I'm getting an extended rod to keep her in. But it's fall, and during the meeting this morning I had to go off camera 5 times to put peanuts out on the balcony. And I keep the peanuts in a really tough plastic bag inside the inside the barbecue lid. And I was talking, and Missy came to see me, Rainey did, about an hour later, and said there was a kind of a banging, and she looked out the window, and I had left the lid open, and the blue jay was trying to peck its way in through the tough plastic to get to the peanuts.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
And the kitten is just fascinated because she's just sure that those blue jays are on her diet.
Yeah, well, I guess cats do go after birds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you go. And it was foggy, yeah. Thank you for coming, Missy.
You're the best, Uncle Ron. I was talking to Merv. Merv said, you gotta stay active. Merv is 82, and he says all of his relatives are 87 and 97 and 98.
Oh my.
And I said, what do they call you? The young guy? And he said, yep, that's me. They call me the young guy.
Hi, Missy.
Thanks, Uncle Ron. I hope you get out again today.
Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, we did not miss Missy. Yeah, I guess she was just real late. She probably slept in. Okay, I got 5 more on. I was just finishing the 5th piece when Missy walked in. In fact, she had to wait because I was there with my tweezers delicately holding it in place, and I finally got it. Going a little slower than I thought. Always does. Okay, so I've got 10 pieces on, 5 to go. So hopefully by noon, yeah, hopefully by noon we'll be able to look at it. Okay, well, there's no use talking about it. It won't get done by flapping my lips. Yeah. Okay, I know you can't see the clock, but it's about 1:15 in the afternoon right now. I've got them all on. I actually got them on probably over an hour ago. However, I'm going to call it quits for this afternoon. I guess we're ending up a little bit like we did yesterday. I tried to build up the CA glue. Well, first of all, you'll notice where the legs come out through the bottom of the platform. Keep in mind the platform's upside down right now. And where the legs came through, there was a buildup of glue, or or sprue glue, I guess you'd call it. and it made it difficult to bring to butt the ends of the gussets up against the leg, or the collar that goes around the leg. And there were spaces there, and there still is a little bit in some places. But I tried to build it up with CA glue, and I'm hoping now that once the curing agent evaporates, it'll leave it relatively strong. I do believe that if I was to brush my finger against one of those gussets, it would break off, so I'm going to have to be like really careful. But I also have mentioned before, once it is painted, I think it's going to look okay. Now, this is the underside. Chances are we're not going to see it anyway, but it'd be kind of nice to have it nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we'll see you tomorrow.